I'm Corey Sheldon, author of the Valley of Progress series, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the first novel in the series, Chigou. So this is the first novel but second book overall in the series, so this follows the Merde Mountains, Archive 1. So where this book leaves off with this kind of mountain climbing expedition, we're now in this mountain range in this very isolated part of the world. And most of this book takes place in this city of Chigou. So this is actually the second city that exists in this mountain valley. There's been so much kind of progressive and industrial and futurist idealism and ambition that they've managed to create two cities in a relatively short period of time, just a couple of generations. So this book follows the lives of a handful of people. It starts off with one of the heirs to the industrialist that created or sort of discovered the valley, at least as they think. And it follows sort of this kind of lofty ambition that exists from this person who's multiple generations into this dynasty of wealth and power and industrialization. But it also follows a lot of other people who have to kind of deal with the day-to-day consequences of maintaining this city that's kind of unrelenting in its pursuit of always growing and being bigger and faster and the best. So some of the characters in this book we have a law enforcement agent, which is called a civil enforcer in the series. So he's dealt with some pretty tragic stuff in his career. So he's kind of contemplating retirement if he wants to sort of keep pursuing doing good work, but if that field is really right for him. There's an older couple that own a farm, which is a little bit of a challenge because with all this industrialization, there's a little bit of battle with kind of preserving this pristine, beautiful environment they live in. And this older couple also has this young, ambitious daughter who loves working on the farm, but she's also very interested in the events that are happening in the city, kind of a little bit far away from the farm. We also have an engineer who works at a power company inside of the city. We have an art teacher who's kind of a revolutionary environmentalist. And we also have an heir to an industrial empire from another city who kind of comes down here and visits because he's become a little disillusioned by this sort of rich industrialist dynasty lifestyle. So he comes here with his own sort of sets of ambition, but he also is maybe a little bit naive in what he's trying to seek out as well. So with all this kind of power struggle that's growing a couple generations into the city, a lot of kind of difficult things and trying things happen, things that generally have its harshest effect on the people that are kind of working down on the ground level of the city. So a lot of these different characters have kind of their own sort of sets of trials and tribulations because of these decisions, mostly by these industrialists. And this kind of thrusts their lives together in unexpected ways. So most of the book is kind of following this journey and kind of seeing how their lives collide, how and if they decide to sort of join together, and what they're going to do about all these kind of clandestine forces trying to take control of the city.